Hello and welcome to episode number 20 of Life After Neymar, my Santos career mode. Going into this first of three games, we would be playing Cruzeiro, but something I was going to bring up before that, since I am in the transfer window, if you like watching this and you have any suggestions for players that you'd like to see brought in, players that have retired recently, like Del Piero, Totti, players like that. Let me know if you want to see me bring their regens in. Doesn't matter where they're from, but it was something I've thought about, and I picked out a few already, so I might go after them in the next episode, but that'll be for episode 21. Early on here in the 27th, Rodriguez, who just came back from a loan spell, gets a goal here. He's a very good player, 80 overall. I believe he's only 24 as well, so little room to grow for him. So that was nice to get him a goal right as he came back. Good chance here for us. Haruka teaming up with Rubinho there to head towards the goal. A little bit of give and go play. Rubinho plays it into his path and knocks it wide. We had quite a few corners in this game, and this happened to be one of them right after that. And on this one, we head that one home. Edu Dretsena scores a goal for us there, makes it 2-0. And 64th minute here, going on a counterattack. Here's Rodriguez, makes some space for himself here. He'll play it out wide to Bruno Perez. Bruno Perez will cross it in. And Rubinho will be there with the left-footed finish. 65th minute, gets his 5th goal of the league, of the year, season, whatever. Gets his 5th goal in the league right there. Not scoring as much as I figured he would, but he's doing pretty well. He'll wind up with quite a few goals at the end of the year because of his dribbling ability. He's had some nice goals already so far. We would concede. They were pushing pretty hard at the end of the match, and Negrão was forced to make a few saves. But anyway, we would win that one 3-1 regardless. Second game was against Portuguesa. Not much happened in this game. We did play mainly kind of what you would call our B squad, because we had a big game coming up in a few days. That was for the first leg of the Copa do Brasil final against Cruzeiro, which you'll see after this. So not much happened here, but this finish was crazy. We had we had most of the possession, but we had a lot of shots, a lot of opportunities, and we couldn't take advantage of any of them here. Unfortunately for us. Renato Abreu on the ball here. He's going to stop, try and make some space for himself. Going to try and get a shot away here. And look what this goalkeeper does. 1 save, 2 saves, 3 saves. We couldn't put that ball in there. We just couldn't score in this game. And I think I showed the match facts as well. That should pop up right here. As you can see, 13 shots, 8 on target. We just could not score. They only had 1 shot as well. So sometimes that just happens like that, unfortunately. But we would go into our third game. That would be against Cruzeiro. That would be the Copa do Brasil final. But before that, we would have some transfer business to attend to. We had a transfer offer for Gabriel from Elche in La Liga. I believe they're in La Liga. But they would go ahead with my counter offer that I offered them. Had a lot of offers for Negrão because he's young and he's very good for his age. Not selling him though. And look at this ridiculous bid from Atlético Mineiro for Leandrinho. I would counter offer a $9.5 million US. And as you'll see shortly, they would end up taking it. I was a little surprised by that because 3.2 million is his value, to us, and we're getting pretty much triple what he's worth. So they would go ahead with the deal, and after this next game, he would exit the club, and we would get our money, which will go towards a new scout for the future, which will be good. Another transfer offer, got a lot for Rubinho for whatever reason. He's 30 years old, so he's not getting any better or anything, but don't know why I get so many offers for him. But that would be that. We would go on to the Copa do Brasil final, the first leg anyway, which will be Cruzeiro against Santos. played at a neutral site, so 22nd minute here. Lovely long pass from Garcia. He'll find Robinho here. This is in the 23rd minute. Robinho on the ball. He'll take a shot, deflects right back out, and he's going to find Gabriel, who finishes nicely here in the corner with his right foot in the 25th minute. And he kind of warps together with Rodriguez as they celebrate. That's pretty awkward. That happens a lot on FIFA, stupid, goofy shit like that. But anyway, we'd be up 1-0, and I'll leave it going right here as Cruzeiro kicks it off. Neilton steals the ball back. He's going to lose it, though. No, he won't. Leandrinho. I believe Leandrinho loses it, if I remember right. Trying to make some room, trying to find that ball. Gets by his man, but his man catches back up with him. Henrique takes it away from him again, and they try to get this one upfield. David Braz comes in and intercepts the pass, and Neilton tries to play it through Rodriguez, and then this is where it all happens. Aruca with a nice finish here, just 4 minutes apart from the 2 goals, and Aruca makes it 2-0 there to us. So a good little finish from him. He does so well in this team. He's got super high stamina, high work rates. He's all over the place. He's so good for this team. He's a great team player. He'd probably be a good player for like an English team, but I have no intentions of selling him just because of what he means to this club on here. And Willian Jose trying to make something happen here in stoppage time in the second half. We were up 2-0 still at this point. Really wanted to get that clean sheet for Negrão, and they pushed forward just like they did in the first game of this episode to get that goal, so they could at least have some sort of leeway for what they could do in the second leg. But we would hold on and win this one 2-0. That would be the final game of this episode. But of course, it is the transfer window, so a lot going on as well. So yeah, gonna advance before our next game. We would get a youth squad monthly report. David Braz out for 8 weeks, which sucks, but Leandrinho would go to Atletico Mineiro, and that would be it, and he'd be out of the club. We would get our money, and we'll definitely be looking to pick up a new scout in the future. And some of these players, I'm not going to bring them up right away. I'm going to bring them up probably after the summer transfer window shuts. That way we'll know what we need to bring in. So that'll be nice to bring in a few new faces after that is all sorted out. Some promising players here. Not the best players, but definitely some good pieces to the puzzle for us. So that will be nice. We'll definitely have to sort that out once the summer transfer window is done. Going forward some more. And we would also get some scouting reports here. Didn't really find a whole lot in the first two. The first one from Nigeria, not much of anything there. Then the second one, I believe, was in Argentina. Not much of anything there. Another player named Martin Miguel. I already have 2 of those at my youth academy. Don't know why we'd want another one, but not much of anything in that second one either, unfortunately for us. So get rid of all those guys. And our third one, we did find a guy named Florencio Dominguez, who looks fairly promising. 15 years old, overall of 42.58, potential up to 94. Could be pretty promising, as well as Javier Paulino, but didn't sign Paulino just yet. We did just sign Dominguez. They're both 15, so they do have some room to grow. And yet another offer for Diogo Negrão. I think it's just about every team in MLS. I haven't showed it, but just about every team in MLS has tried to pick him up for their side. And I can't blame him. He's a young goalkeeper with a huge upside, and it's going to be real exciting just to see how far he grows and see how good he really gets in the future, in the next few years. So yeah, that's the end of this episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Comment whatever. If you do have any of the regenerated players you think I should go after, I know Ronaldinho retires at the end of the season in this career mode save. So yeah, that's the end of this episode. comment if you have any, like I said, if you have any regens I should go after. But that's it for this episode. I'll see you next time.